Hello, Libra. You are up next for your reading. Welcome to my channel. My name is Amber Dawn. If you haven't been here yet, welcome. For all my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back. I hope all is well. Just fixing this here. All right, so this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Libra. It's not necessarily a love reading at all. I actually don't ask any questions. I just kind of go with the flow and see where it takes us. So whatever is the prominent thing that you have in your mind, that is going to be what you're going to want to relate these cards to. I try and give different examples of what it could be, but you just put the story together with what relates to you, okay? So beautiful Libra, the scales. But aren't the scales always tipping? Yes, they are. Why? Well, because a lot of times Libras are looking for perfection, which means when you're looking for perfection, there currently isn't perfection, which means there might be imbalance. And I think that's one of the challenges of Libra, is accepting what is and finding the beauty within it and knowing that not everything is going to be perfect. All right, Libra, so don't mind these. These are just to set the cards up against. This is going to represent the past, present, and future energy. So let's get to it. Keep in mind, not all messages are going to resonate with you. So if this doesn't resonate, no worries. Come back when I have another reading, or find another tarot reader that has a message that aligns with what you're looking for in this moment. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it, then you must need to know the message. And here we go. So for the past energy, you have the Hermit. So you may have in the past been kind of just by yourself, possibly, going within, finding knowledge in the present moment, but this was the past. So finding the lessons, finding the wisdom, finding what you need to know or what you needed to know. So there must have been something that happened that sent you into the Hermit mode, to where you had to reflect. The present moment for Libra. Page of Swords. So there may be some type of slow communication that's coming in, or that has come in. Maybe you're looking for more communication. I'm trying to think of the name of that bird. But so it looks like the bird is moving swiftly. So the bird could be moving swiftly into conversation, but it's the page. So that means the conversation isn't going to be that in depth, or it may take some time to get that communication that you want. But there's some kind of communication that you need, and if you're really looking for it, then the page will have to do. Hopefully the page will turn into a knight or a queen or a king. Sorry, y'all. Just trying to fix this lighting. Now, the future energy for Libra. Wow, these are just popping out quickly for you. I think I might see if another one pops out for this. Something's telling me maybe take another one. But you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune can mean a few different things. It can mean that something keeps happening cyclical. So something keeps happening in cycles. And you may be feeling in the future like, why does this keep happening? What am I doing to keep creating the same vicious cycle over and over again? It can also mean that everything that's happening to you that may be happening in cycles is because there is something that you're needing to learn from that cyclical venture, the reoccurring occurrences, if you will. So it's teaching you something, and it's not gonna, it's kind of relentless. The Wheel of Fortune can be relentless when it comes to getting you on the right path. So that's in the future. There is something that you're going to need to learn, or you're going to need to realize, and really go within and see, why am I having these same occurrences over and over again? What is my thought pattern? Could it be because I'm always searching for perfection? Could it be because I have this idea within my mind that I'm not perfect, and so I don't deserve perfection, therefore I keep having these cycles happen to me? Because I think what this is trying to tell you is that you're already perfect, and it's not in the mind way. Like the mind says, oh, perfection has to be a certain way. No, perfection is, you're already in perfection. Like we were created perfect. Sure, we have faults, but it's perfectly imperfect. And it's okay to accept that we all have our issues. We all have something that tends to hold us back. And we have to accept that. And we have to also recognize what we are doing to sabotage ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves and know when we need to start changing things, or changing our perspective. So this could be, something that you might have went in the past and went within, and you started to have aha moments and realizations of what is going on with you. And it's creating either a new internal conversation, or it's creating a new cycle within your life that's going to welcome new conversations and new ideas and thought processes, so you don't have to keep repeating these same cycles over and over again. But we'll see. So let's clarify the past with the Hermit for Libra. Okay, thank you. Ace of Cups. All right. So you could have been going within because you were trying to find love within yourself. You were trying to figure out where you stood within yourself. The Hermit could have been triggered by a lover that may have created, something within that just triggered you going into hermit mode, trying to self-reflect a little bit more. Or it could just be self-love, and that's kind of what I feel. I think it's self-love. I think it's doing reflecting, connecting with your higher self, and figuring out who you are at a soul level, who you are in the heart, which is a beautiful thing. I want to get one more card for the Ace of Cups, please. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. All right. All right, so the High Priestess. That can also be knowledge, keeping knowledge within, like having all the fruits of your all the work you have done to become this wise creator. Brilliant. I just see brilliance with the High Priestess. I feel like in the past this was definitely a internal growth period for you. And then this one caught my eye as well. We have the Ace of Pentacles, so the beginning of a new career, the beginning of a new idea of who you are. So I think that whatever happened in the past to make you go into hermit mode, it was absolutely there because you were divinely guided into it, because you needed to realize how brilliant you are. Okay, so let's clarify the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords in the present moment. Excuse me. Page of Swords in the present moment for Libra, please. Page of Swords in the present moment for Libra. Thank you. Nine of Cups reversed. So you may be feeling like there's some kind of situation that has to do with the heart, love, fulfillment internally, that you may be having an immature, because the Page of Swords, let me fix this. So the Page of Swords is more of an immature energy. It's not a conversation that really has much depth to it. And it might be because you're feeling that there's some kind of lack still. There's some kind of lack. It could be that you're looking for love and it's just not happening for you. I'll show you what the card looks like upright. Nine of Cups. So it must, to me, what this means is you're trying to have a conversation with yourself, or you're trying to understand why love isn't coming to you. But you're coming at it from a kind of like a spiritual, immature place. And that's not to be, I'm not trying to like disrespect you by saying that. I'm just saying that maybe you're not seeing everything clearly. Not everything is about somebody else. It's about making ourselves whole, right? So something forced you in the past to go into hermit mode. Something made you reflect. But still in the present, you're still having a hard time. And this isn't going to be for everybody, like I said before, but you're still having a hard time understanding why are your cups not full. And you might be having this conversation with yourself like, maybe your mind isn't telling you the truth. Maybe you're focusing on the wrong things. Maybe it's too self-motivated. Maybe you're looking for your cups to be full, your heart to be full, whatever that is. It could be career, it could be home life, it could be relationships. But maybe you're not looking at it from the High Priestess vantage point, because you were placed on pause in the past for a reason. But there's still a lesson that needs to be learned. There's still something that you're chasing after these cups. And it's almost like you're focusing on these cups being full so much that you're actually repelling it away. Because see how the bird is running away from the cups. When it doesn't want to run away, it's trying to run to the cups, right? But right now, everything is a little bit backwards. So there might be a tendency to be codependent. There might be a lack of love within yourself, self-love. And because you can't be in a relation, no matter, even if you do have a relationship, but you don't have the self-love, your cups aren't full, it's probably not going to be the most healthy, balanced relationship. Same with job. You know, if you are doing something that you hate, or you're in a position at work that you know you could be in a higher position, but you're not giving off that energy. You may be looking at things in a more naive way. And again, please don't take this as I'm being offensive. This is not. This is just trying to explain what might be going on. So, you know, having this lack, this instead of seeing things at a higher level, at knowing that everything works out for a reason, there's always a reason for everything. We are guided. But when you don't see that and you're looking at it from this Page of Swords perspective, then it creates just emptiness. It creates all these cups to just pour out. And then they're left empty. And then you're always wondering, why are my cups always empty? Well, it's because you're trying to fill those cups from a perspective that isn't, it's repelling. It's not attracting. And it's not that you're not attractive. You're very attractive. But right now, it's just about that mindset. You know, what is it that you're focusing on? Are you focusing on the lack of something all the time? Or are you focusing at it from a abundant mind frame? Because once you start focusing on it from self-love, not caring about, like, if I have a mate or if I have this perfect whatever, once you have it won't even matter. All those cups will be full once you actually appreciate yourself, regardless of what situation you're in. All right, so Wheel of Fortune in the future for Libra. Oh, I just bent that. Should I take it? I'm not going to take it. All right, so grab this. Okay. All right. All right, so we have the Lovers in reverse, and then we have King of Wands, and that goes with the Wheel of Fortune. So I think what's going on is if you're finding yourself being this vicious cycle, whatever it is you're looking for, it could be the Lovers. You're looking for a love. Or it could be choices. Like you feel like you're always making the wrong choice. But you do find yourself in this vicious cycle. And this is a beautiful card. Very powerful card. And it's there to teach you something. It's there to let you know everything is at your fingertips. It's just all about looking at things from a different perspective. And having trust that everything happens for a reason. The Lovers reverse just means that, there may be some, like I just said, you may be making the wrong choices over and over again. You may be choosing the wrong mates, the wrong jobs. You may be choosing the wrong conversation. And it's, I'm just trying to put together what the Lovers reverse and the King of Wands means. So it's like, yeah, you want this strong relationship. You want this fiery passion in your life. Whatever it is, it could be, I want the passion of being able to do art and like put it out there for people to see. But I keep making the wrong choices when it comes to like what art gallery to put my paintings in. That's just a example. I could be wanting a mate that's really outgoing and really passionate and really strong. But I keep finding myself in these really toxic relationships or not even in any at all. And with these attached to the Wheel of Fortune is there's something in your subconscious and in your energy field and in your beliefs and in the way that you love yourself that is not allowing for this. It's trying to teach you something. It's trying to show you that without the wholeness within yourself, you're going to keep repeating these cycles of being let down and not getting the full cups. So there's definitely some self-work that needs to be done, and some really, it took me a long time to get into self-love or just loving in general. And it's practice, and a lot of practice. And it's about being honest and vulnerable with yourself. And it's so fulfilling in the end, and everything will turn around for you. Those cups will be full. The Lover's card will turn around, and that Wheel of Fortune will stop being the karmic card, and it'll start being the card of success. So you're just being guided to do some inner work with how much you love yourself, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you've done, so that you can start changing these cycles that you're stuck in. And a lot of people are kind of lazy, or they don't know where to start. Well, if you're lazy, I don't really have much, advice for you. But if it's because you don't know where to start, well, just go online and look up meditations for self-love. How to do tapping, how to do releasing techniques. Listen to meditations in the bath. Take a nice bath. I love salt baths. Sit down and every day, if you're not used to meditating, sit down for 5 or 10 minutes a day and meditate. That's going to bring up your self-love. Whenever we do something like that for ourselves, we automatically start having more self-respect, and self-love. Sorry, it's blurry. So it has to start somewhere. So you've already in the past been forced to go into hermit mode. You've already been forced to look at things, look at yourself. You've already been on that path before. And I think that, it's really easy to get out of that energy of what we've learned. It takes a lot of mental discipline to remember what we've learned, because it's never ending. It's always constant. You always have to redirect your mind to the thoughts of least resistance, and self-love. No matter what's going on in the world, as long as you love yourself, nothing can touch you. So let's get some advice. I have little hands, but I'll try to do it this way. Okay. Advice for Libra, please. Let's get some advice. Oh, no. All right, sorry about that. We're going to do the Dark Oracle deck. And this might just help us clarify a little bit about what's going on. Whenever I think I'm going to do a quicker reading, it just never works out that way. So, all right. For the past, for Libra, what do you have to say to Libra for the past? For chance to dream. So there is something may have caused roadblocks because of a relationship, or something. You might have been like really on this great path in your life, either in the recent future or the distant future, but then something kind of knocked you off of that and made you go into hermit mode. So you may have been putting like all your fruit in one basket, if you will. But then something happened with that just went, whoosh, nope, you have some more self-reflecting to do. There's something that there was a lesson within this. There's always a lesson within everything. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just live a beautiful, abundant, non-painful life without having to go through all this stuff? So this is going to be for the present. Today for tomorrow. So you're your own best friend. The twins are holding each other's hand. They're there for each other, and they know that whatever they're going through today is going to be something that needed to happen so that they could grow in the future. So that's definitely resonating with the reading very much. So just because you might be feeling lonely or you might be feeling not whole, as long as you realize that you're already there, you know, maybe coming to terms that maybe there are some habits and some mental things that keep recreating in your mind that are causing these things to happen in your life over and over again. Once you're honest with yourself with that and you start to work on that, you can fill the cups. And it might be painful today for tomorrow. It might be painful, but you have your higher self on your side. You have spirit on your side. And the more confidence you have within yourself and you know you are worth it, the more your cups are going to be full and the more positivity you're going to attract. And even if you're not attracting positivity after your cups are full, which is highly unlikely, you're still going to feel so confident and so in love with yourself, not in a cocky way, not in an arrogant way, but just you're going to feel so grounded within yourself that it's okay when things don't work out because you know it didn't work out for a reason, because you have confidence that everything does happen for a reason and your life has taken you here so far and you've learned a lot from that. And so why not right now just take it a step further so that you can fill those cups and turn that 9 of Cups upright. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune in the future, please, for Libra. Obsession. Some of you out there are obsessed with finding love. Some of you are obsessed with finding the perfect job, but there's some kind of obsession. You know, just like I said in the beginning of the reading, Libras are the scales. Just because scales mean balance doesn't mean that scales don't tip all the time. And typically Libras find themselves being unbalanced because they are looking for such balance. And when you're looking for balance, it means you're already unbalanced. And so being obsessed, whatever it is that you're obsessed with, is only going to hold you back from it. It's only going to hold you back from what you want. So it's very important to let go of old patterns. Stop letting the Wheel of Fortune be this karmic wheel that keeps pulling you back into, and it's not doing it to spite you. It's doing it to help you see what is going on so that you can allow something better. Because maybe what this idea you have of what you're obsessed with isn't even something that you necessarily want, or your idea of it. For example, I really, 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 really want to be an artist in this one specific gallery and sell my art there. But inevitably, this may be a really bad decision for you because that art gallery may take all the profit. They may be really difficult to work with. They may start putting restrictions on your art. So this obsession might be a false obsession. It might be something that's not even good for you. So being obsessed with something is creating resistance. If that makes sense to you. It just pushes it away. Which means that's why the Lovers is reversed. So it's time for you to start looking at these cycles that you keep asking yourself and asking your higher self, and really going quiet within your mind. Start writing things down. There's all kinds of different techniques that you can do to really dig deep in your subconscious and figure out, why do I keep experiencing the same things over and over again? And trust me, Libra, I have really hard time finding love. And I tend to not experience the same thing over and over again in love, but it just never has worked out for me. And there's a cycle that I have to break, right? And it all starts with self-love. And that's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm here with you guys now. I had a realization that I love myself, and I do, and I see my worth. And I need to get out there and start reading for people and passing on my knowledge. Just little things, the little things with, you'll get little signs and synchronicities every day as long as you're focused on it. And the goal is to let go of these habitual habits and not allowing for the exterior situations to control your happiness. Because in the end, we're all going to die, and none of this can come with us. None of our lovers, hopefully we'll see them again, but, the only thing that's coming with us when we die is our soul. And we have to nourish that while we're here so that we don't come back and keep recreating these cycles again. All right, now let's get advice. Advice for Libra, please. The Moon. This is going inward, being wise. Exactly, what did I just say? You're going to get signs, synchronicities. The Moon. Take note of intuitive messages. The Moon. The Moon is a very soft, feminine energy, but it's a very realistic energy. It brings the subconscious to surface. It brings the wisdom. It allows you to connect to the Akashic records. It allows you to connect to your past lives, to see why you keep stuck in these cycles. And again, the cycles of the Moon. That is just perfect. And then this karmic cycle that keeps happening. So there's definitely signs and synchronicities that are being shown to you. It's just for you to recognize and to really see and take in and to ask questions so that you can understand what's being told to you and really believe it and trust it. All right, any more cards for Libra? Any more cards for Libra? Okay. All right. The Heart Guardian, see? Loving yourself. Love and let yourself be loved. See? Self-love. What did I say? What did I say? Just love. Don't expect things from any situation. Just love, which you're good at, You're also good at pretending that you love. You're also good at well, if it's going to keep this person from hating me, I'm going to just, be all love and light and then talk shit. But this, I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Libra. But love and let yourself be loved. There's nothing else to say on that. That is basically what this message has been telling you. High Priest, intend and create. So intend to heal yourself, intend to love yourself, and then go from there. So it all starts with self-love. It all starts from not being obsessed with the outer exteriors, whatever it is that you're quote unquote obsessed with, right? It's about loving, coming from a place of love, and then creating within that, so that you don't keep creating all of this negativity or all of this upside down lovers and obsession. Change your karma around. And karma isn't a bad thing. It's not like a negative thing. It just means cause and effect. And when we get into these habits of cause and effect, when we get into these habits of what we put out, it's just going to keep creating more effect. You're causing something by what you're thinking and what you put out into the universe, and the effect is the same old shit that you keep getting back, you know? Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. This is really urging you to really, really, really be brave and go inside within and transform yourself. It's time to stop this karmic cycle of whatever keeps repeating in your life. You're really being encouraged to do that. That's beautiful. Libra, that is beautiful. I think you should listen to this a couple times, honestly. I haven't said that to any other sign, but I really do think you should listen to this a couple times, because there's a big, powerful message in here for you. I love you so much, Libra. And you can do this. You can do this. You're strong, you're loving, you're powerful, you have good intentions, and you're really being guided to grow and expand. You're being called. The time is now. Much love, Libra.